Oh, this is a fun video. Every language has unique traits of their own. And in this video, I want to talk about 7 fun facts about the Korean language. So later when you study Korean, you remember, oh, Aina mentioned about that. That's why it's like this. Because Korean is very different from English. And today I want to solve some mysteries you guys have. So let's get into it. Make sure you subscribe so you can see even more videos from me every week. So here we go. Number 1. This is probably really shocking to many people. Did you know in Korean, most of the times we don't use plural? In English, I know it's really important that we say a book or books. Let me know. Like that one S makes a big difference. Animal, animals. Cup, cups. But in Korean, you don't do that. You assume. I guess that's so part of our culture. We assume and we just like read between the lines and we kind of like 눈치 봐 everything and figure things on our own. It's like, okay, okay. Like we don't even call people by our names. You know that, right? It's like by titles. So then your next question is, I know, when do you guys use plural? Do you not use it at all? So let me make it clear for you. So we do have a plural particle. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Let me grab my pen real quick. So if you want to make things into plural in Korean, you need this word right here, 들. So this is just an arrow. This is the actual word. Everybody say 들, 들, 들. So if you add this next to something, it becomes plural. But as I said, we often don't use 들. But when you talk about humans or animals, you can use it. For example, friend is 친구, right? You've heard of that. So you can say 친구들 만났어요. Today, 오늘 친구들 만났어요. I met friends. But I could drop 들 and say 친구 만났어요. I met a friend. But it might be a friend. It might be friends. I could drop my 들, but if I keep going with my stories and let's say I met 2, 3 friends, but I still didn't use 들, that's not grammatically incorrect because people can assume. You know what I mean? So it's not that important that we skip this plural thing ever. But if you want to emphasize that there were so many people at the mall today, something like this, like your intention is to like let them know that there were so many of something, then you can use 들. Like today at the mall, 오늘 쇼핑 갔는데 사람 is people. 사람들이 너무 많았어. There were so many people at the mall. 사람들 or 친구들. So it depends on how much you want to emphasize. But just letting you know, it's not nothing like English. So just imagine when Korean people try to learn English, they're gonna be always skipping plural. And this part's gonna be really hard because we don't grow up learning s to all the objects. Oh, especially objects, you never really put plural. Like 책 is book in Korean, but you don't ever go 책들. That's grammatically wrong. Like we don't ever put 들 with objects. Remember that. I guess that's the one good thing. You don't have to worry about, do I have to make this plural? Do I have to make it singular? No. So I guess it's a good part for learning Korean for the first time, right? So that's fun fact number 1. Interesting? Number 2. Ooh, you guys know this one because I already mentioned this so many times in my shorts, in my other videos too, but in Korean, subject is often dropped. This goes back to our culture where we assume a lot and our language is very context based. You hear the story, you hear the context, and you kind of get it, right? But due to that, there is miscommunication too. Just imagine. Things gotta be assumed, but people all think differently. So I can see where the miscommunication is. So, especially when you're talking about yourself, let me just grab my pen. Like, oh, you normally don't mention that. Maybe in the very beginning, and then you don't go, 저는, 나는. No. But if you want to just like kind of compare that. For me, like 나는, like you like fish, but for me, I like meat. 나는 고기 좋아해. Then you can put because I with a topic marker, there is another meaning that you're adding. Like, oh, like compared to you, or just for me, I have this taste, you know? Then you can put it. But usually, like in English, we put I like this, I do this. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go here. I. No, 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 no. In fact, we don't even use pronouns like he, she, it. No. In our day to day speech. Maybe in a book, yes, but day to day, not even pronouns. So you're like, then how do you know who's talking? Like, who are you talking? You gotta hear the context and just assume. So yeah, but usually I is skipped, so maybe they're talking about themselves. But the crazy part is you is also skipped. Like it's kind of disrespectful to say like you all the time, but we have honorific titles, you know? So just know that you gotta really hear the context to figure out. But I'm just saying, I is the most commonly dropped ones. Number three, you guys know in Korean, we have a different word order when it comes to making sentences in Korean. And I follow this simple rule, like right here, we have S, the subject, and then W for three things when, and then whom, like with whom you're with, and where. So all three of them can go right here in the W. And then O stands for object and V is verb. So if you're making a sentence, follow this pattern. And if you're like, Aina, I want to know more about sentence making, highly recommend you watch my sentence making playlist because in there, I already have several so many free videos and resources that you can see. And I literally use a chart that has SWOV. And then I plug in Korean words one by one so you guys can see how the verbs go at the end, how the W plays a role, all that. Okay, highly recommend watching my Suave chart sentence making practice. Really gonna help you so much. But because of our verbs at the end, it's gonna be like this. I taco eat. 나 타코 먹을 거야. 나 타코 먹었어. I Korean study. 나 한국어 공부해. you love. Love is at the end. So that's how we talk in Korean language, kind of flipped from English. But you don't even have subject because it's I. So it's like a WOV most of the times, unless you want to specify the subject. Okay? So that is another fun fact that I want you to be aware of when you're making sentences in Korean. Oh, and number four, this is a good one. We don't have articles. As I said, we don't have even plurals most of the times. So why articles? We don't have to specify if it's a, unlike one or two. It's all assumed. It's all by context. So it makes sense that we have no articles. So don't worry about it. But imagine Korean people learning English. They're gonna struggle so much. They're like, we have to put a in front of an apple? An apple? What? A book? Real struggle. I am multilingual, so like my brain was going crazy learning both languages. Just imagine that. Even now, I get so confused. I'm like, wait, yeah, I'm speaking Korean. Okay, Korean head, come back. Okay, I'm speaking English. English head, come back. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be like. And though we don't have that too, but we do have like that or this, like 그거, 이거. That is like a little similar to the. But dun dun dun, we have something called particles. If you've been studying Korean for 6 months, you probably have heard of subject markers, topic markers. So subject markers are 이가, topic markers 은는, object markers 을을, location time marker 에, location from marker 에서, and then we have and with, 와, 과, 이랑 하고. This is just the basic six. The first six that you must know as you're trying to form sentences. And there's more particles too, but this is the basic that everybody needs to learn as a beginner, as someone who is serious about Korean language, because we use particles every day for everything. Yes. So, and honestly, like this is not going to be taught in just one video. Like it really has to be explained in details. And so many students look up what is subject marker, what is a topic marker, and it's really hard to find a resource for that. But I just want to tell you that 6 months ago, I launched this program called Sentence Freedom in the hopes of giving you freedom of forming sentences. And here I just talked about all the questions that people don't talk about. Like I wanted to give you the answer to all the particles. You see like right here, like it says particles here. Like essential Korean particles, you see vocab expansion, the sentence structure beyond the SOV, verb conjugation to present tense, past tense, and future tense. Of course, using my fun magnet system because without fun, we're not gonna learn. I don't like that. And we have irregular verb rules. No one talks about that, but in Korean, rules change. And I wanted to like give you the details for everything. Then we have our workbook and pattern study too. So basically, everything related to sentence making. And if you know how to read Korean, and you're just like lost after that, this is it. Like, if there's one program that I recommend for that level of students, like you just finished the alphabet and you're like, I want to save time and invest in a really good program where it teaches me everything about sentence making, this is it. I'm so confident with my programs because hundreds and thousands of you are taking my courses and letting me know how it saved you thousands of hours of you searching on your own and you were having fun and it clicked for you. So I'm very confident. So I will have all the link right here so you guys can check it all out. Link in the description, and on my website I have other programs too, but specifically we're talking about particles and patterns and forming sentences and all the fun stuff about just making your own sentences beyond just saying apple, beyond saying a microphone, but saying just like how I'm speaking, like you making your own sentences. If that is your goal, you cannot miss out on this course. All right, so I just wanted to give you the tools and programs that I have. So people who are like ready and who are looking for programs to help and improve their skills, we are here for you. Okay, so that's just a real quick program introduction, and let's continue on. I have up to seven. So the next one is counting changes depending on what you count. What? I don't know any other languages have this, but we have something called Sino numbers and native numbers. Sino numbers come from Chinese characters. So we kind of got influenced by China a long time ago, so we still kept that system. And we have native number system where it's just native Korean numbers, but we use both equal amount. So please don't ask, what do I use, Aina? Can I just learn one? No, you have to learn both because native numbers are used for this and Sino numbers are used for this. Hear this quick song, okay, and hear the difference. By the way, these two videos that I screenshotted, I recently posted about them. Each one is like 25 minutes. all about numbers, all free on my YouTube channel. So if you're really wanting to learn numbers, please go watch this and take lots of notes. Sign on numbers goes something like this. I'm gonna sing for you because singing is good for your brain. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 0 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When do we use it? We use it for money. We use it for dates, kind of like counting dates. We use it for phone numbers, length, weight, height. That's sign-on numbers. Go watch that video. And for native numbers, it goes like 하나, 둘, 셋. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Yeah! 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. When do we use it? We count people, we count things, we count ages and hours. Wow! So that is native Korean numbers. Isn't it cool that we have two systems? It's kind of complicated. For learners, it's not that good, but we got to learn both. That's the truth. All right. Then that leaves us with our last fun fact, which is you rarely call people by their name. So American people will be shocked when they learn this because I know even when you go to Starbucks, you have to say your name. But in Korean, like when you go to Starbucks, when you go to a cafe, you know what they do? They don't call your name. They give you a buzzer because it's weird that we call people name. So when your buzzer rings, we go pick up our drinks. That is because of our culture of having honorifics. Having people by calling 오빠, 형, 누나, 언니, like 사장님, all of these honorific titles, depending on your age, if you're older than me, I have to call you something. If you're younger than me, I can call you by your names, right? So I guess it really depends on, your age. But if someone's younger than you and you guys already have a relationship, then you can say their name. Like my name in Korean is Ina. Although American name it's Aina, but they can say Inaya, adding the a and ya to make it even friendly. Okay, so that is usually how it goes, and there's all kinds of honorific titles. You can search it up. It's like the whole thing. Older sister, older brother, all that, even at work too. Okay, so that's all for all the fun facts about Korean language. Did you find it fun? Did you find it interesting, very different, or very similar to your language? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this one really helpful and watched it and you commented, I will try to make series and bring part 2 of it. How does that sound? Yes? And by the way, if you're looking for resources to learn Korean, just know that I have so many. At this point of our company, like we have published 5 books and 4 courses. How to read Korean, making sentences, the patterns, the shadowing course. That's the most recent one for speaking practice. All of the things that you're seeing here are the books, but if you go to my website, you have courses too. Books are good if you just like to open a book and do it on your own. Courses, on the other hand, they have my face, my videos really guiding you step by step. So, depending on your learning style, if you're someone who just likes to open the book and go through the pages on your own, that's going to be the book style. And if you're someone like me, I want to see videos. So I invest in lots of courses. I love writing. So I always invest and buy writing courses myself because, like, when I invest in myself, I know it comes back multiplied because self investment and I want to grow myself and become a better person. And yeah, so courses are available on my website so you can browse and whatever it feels good to you and you need, you can shop and my website. All right, so that is everything for today's video. I hope you found them helpful and I'll see you next time. As always, I love you and thank you so much for learning Korean with me. Okay? 안녕!